the style continues of a tightly called game. Here's Leisure. Wants Breeze in the post, and Canisius holding him off. And he will be hit with the foul. It'll be first on the Lithuanian, Giedrius Canisius.
Well, Anthony Breeze is such a strong low post presence, even though he may be a little undersized right there from Canisius, but he's just so strong with his base that he really got good position right there and posting up. But Breeze, you talk about this young man, Anthony Breeze. I've got a chance to watch him throughout his high school career. He is a great basketball player with fantastic athletic ability, but he's got to get better IQ and become very consistent in his style of play.
He's a good free throw shooter, about 70%, but he's struggled from the line today, missing all three. Chris Moore on the spot up, his second three of the day. 11 points for the senior. Kind of the forgotten man with this youth movement at Charleston Southern, but he shows you he's one of the best players in this league.
Well, I tell you, say, hey, I'm on television today, and I'm going to, do not forget me. I'm still here, and I'm going to shoot these threes, and I'm going to get myself visible on national television.
And there'll be Big South coaches breaking down film as Johnson operates underneath, can't finish it off, saying, boy, if Moore is back, they become even more of a lethal team headed down the stretch.
When you watch Charleston Southern's fast break, a few of their post players sprint to the basket, but their perimeter players sprint to the three-point line. So that shows you they get good spacing, not just in the half court, but also in transition as well.
2-minute mark, and Charleston Southern in front by 17. Here's Long on the interception. 2-on-1. He'll take it himself and finish it off. And who would have thought David Long would have more points than Jack Leisure at this stage, but he does with 5 points. Outscoring his lookalike. He and Leisure tough to tell apart. Here's Carter, the quick trigger three, in and out. And who knows, maybe that Long steal ignites a Coastal run. Long's got it again, and he buries the three. Barkley Radaba says we need a timeout. Don't want this one getting tight right before the halftime break. Coastal's cut it to 12. David Long with 5 unanswered, and you may want to check the jerseys today and see today with 8 points. And it has the Chanticleer fans hopping really for the first time today after dealing with the onslaught of 8 Charleston Southern three-point field goals. We've seen 27 threes already attempted in this contest. Here's the double on Moore. Carter gets it ahead to Johnson, who returns to the game. The running shot is good and draws the foul. Austin Johnson, whose brother Dustin will profile at halftime, the PGA Tour golfer. But the younger Johnson getting it done in transition for his first 2 of the day, the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. The foul against Leisure, his first. Charleston Southern's lead back to 15, 40-25. And there's Dustin, the elder Johnson. Made himself a few nice checks here early in the PGA Tour season as a PGA Tour rookie. Breeze on the drop step. Strong move, left it short. Goods just got a piece of him, and the rebound deflects out to Bailey. Here's Moore under control. The nice finish off the window. Chris Moore, a 13-point first half. Charleston Southern enjoying its largest lead again. Leisure, the three in transition, and there's number 44 trying to do his best to emulate David Long. Leisure's 373rd career three-point shot. Final 35 seconds. See the shot clock about 16-second difference, so Charleston Southern can't hold it for the last try. Bailey creating. Underneath to Carter. He finds Johnson. Tough finish. Rebound in traffic by Logan Johnson. 14 seconds. Coastal can take the last shot. Johnson drives, and they cut it to 12. Still time left. 4 on the clock. Carter spins, falls to the floor, picked up by Johnson, heaves it at the buzzer. A wild sequence to finish things off. And we go to the locker room with Charleston Southern leading by 12, 42-30. 4 consecutive games after an 0-2 start in the league. Second half underway. Charleston Southern starts with Bailey at the point. He's got it on the baseline here. Omar Carter, who had the 9-point first half. Shelton Carter, Jamarco Warren, and Quentin Goods. And this is Warren off the screen, misfires. And Jack Leisure the rebound. A wide open Logan Johnson under the hoop, and he gets hammered by Quentin Goods.
If you really want a team to kind of knock into this 12-point lead, is to shoot early shots, especially starting the second half, and shots that really your teammates aren't ready to go up because they're not in rebound position. And Warren's got to understand that in order for him to actually excel in basketball and help this team actually get to that level, he can't go out there and shoot quick shots like he just did.
Logan Johnson with 4 points in the contest. Chanticleer scored the last 5 points of the first half, and Sean, that's maybe kind of lost in the numbers, but I think that was huge to get them back to a 3 or 4 possession game into the second half.
Well, that came from transition baskets, came from steals, and good defense and stops, and your defense actually promotes your offense, and that's the one thing I'm sure Coach Ellis talked about in the second half.
Charleston Southern freshmen Carter and Warren, they sometimes live by the 3 and die by it, and this time they've missed their first 2 in the second half, and then another quick foul called inside, and this will be on Quentin Goods. They actually got Shelton Carter on the previous call, so this will be the first on Goods. Carter also got his first. There's the young man out of Greensboro, North Carolina, and then moved on to Charis Prep up in Goldsboro, North Carolina, before going to East Carolina, and now to Charleston Southern. So he's seen a lot of different uniforms.
Well, you know, he's been around a lot of good basketball, and that's going to help him understand what he needs to do for the intangible process to help in this Charleston Southern team. You're right.
Yeah, I think he just got his second foul, and 3 fouls on the Buccaneers before we've played a minute of the second half, and Logan Johnson will go back to the foul line where he buried a couple a moment ago.
Well, you can't allow Coastal Carolina, if I'm Charleston Southern, to come out and score the ball, especially with the clock being stopped. That means there's fouls, and they're at the free throw line. Gives them a chance to set up their press and their defenses. You kind of want to get this thing going up and down in good transition, and right now I say the tempo is going more in the favor of Coastal Carolina.
Chanticleer 6 of 10 from the line today as a team, and that's 7 of 11 as Johnson buries his 7th point. And they've got it back to a 9-point game. Haven't been this close in a while. And the students here at Coastal Carolina trying to lift their team with this latest surge. Carter sets up Warren off the baseline. Tough break as it spins out, and Leisure grabs his second rebound of the half. This would be a big trip if they can convert. Sassini misses the 3. Here's Warren on the take. Nice find for Carter. Backside blocked by Long, but the foul whistled. And David Long will get his first foul.
But right now you see Warren coming down and really penetration, getting the help. Good pass, good feed. You know, it looked like it was more of a clean block, but hey, right now Carter's going to the free throw line and going to try to knock down these 2 free throws.
Yeah, I agree, Sean. It looked like the contact actually came after.